Women not being rewarded for literally breaking up their homes, causing chaos, stripping their kids away from a two-parent household, and literally destabilizing the fathers in the process. Am I the only one that feels like this? Let me explain. Can someone explain to me how it's fair that women have the choice to leave their marriages, they plan ahead, they stack money, they lie, some of them even cheat, some of them make an exit plan for months and lie behind their husbands' backs for literal months, sometimes even years, or check out of a relationship. And then she's actually rewarded for it because now he has to pay her way and he essentially has to pay for two households based on her poor choice. How is that fair? And how is it in the best interest of the children if you're going to destabilize dad's house so much that he now has to pay for two households and he has to maintain her lifestyle? And what's crazy is that these men are so strapped for cash because the court systems are literally prioritizing the mother's household over the father's household, even if they have 50-50. There's just no freaking way that this is fair. Why are the moms consistently prioritized over the fathers and the fathers get the crappy end of the stick? Even though their houses are equally as important to the children. And not only that is that these women never want to go back to court to modify the situation. They will literally emotionally destabilize the dads, and they never want to go back to court to modify child support to make it lower. In fact, if he gets a better paying job or he is doing better in life, all of a sudden she's slapping him with a bigger child support payment. And the funny thing about it is women will always preach that, like, you're a deadbeat dad if you emotionally destabilize the mother of your children, but it's okay when they do it. It's okay when they destabilize the fathers to a point where they're living in a one-bedroom apartment that's 600 square feet with nothing, just trying to make ends meet. And these fathers are literally never considered in the same capacity as the mothers, even though they're equally as important. And it's always interesting to me that women always claim that they need all of this money, but when they were married and they made the household work off $2,000, it was perfectly fine. Now all of a sudden these women claim that they need more and more money. And they claim that they need all of this freaking money, but the reality is that they are expecting their ex-husbands to pay their way for the rest of their lives and use their children as pawns. These women are expecting a full income, even though they basically quit their job. They think they deserve a severance package for walking out on you. And what's even crazier is she actually has the audacity when she gets that child support number to cry that it's not enough. And she says dumb shit like, what about my rent? What about my rent? Well, if you are expected to pay 50% of your way and he's expected to pay 50%, then why do you need rent? So if he's paying most of your child support and most of your rent, then how are you contributing to your own children? That man is not responsible for your rent. If your ex is expected to pay his own way and pay for his own rent and his utilities, then the expectation for you is exactly the same. It's quite of an incentive to break up your entire family, create a broken home, knowing damn well that your ex-husband is now responsible for two households. And what's crazy is that these women have the audacity to get all bent out of shape when you ask them where the money is going, as if you're not literally funding their entire lives. Because we all know damn well that she's not spending all of that money on the children. She just makes poor financial decisions and spends it on her hair, her nails, and anything to prioritize herself as self-care because she deserves it. And we all know she doesn't need as much money as she claims. And the sad reality is that men have two options. They can either continue to fight a battle that was up against them in the first place and spend thousands of dollars trying to modify it to make it fair for a system that was up against them in the first place, or they can forfeit altogether and be considered a deadbeat. Okay, bye. Is it just me, but are